7 weeks ago, I decided that it's time to commit to my 3 years old physical goal of running a half marathon.
Today is gonna be painful. 2 kilometers in, I already feel tired.
There is a 21.1 kilometer run, and my goal is to finish it below the 2-hour mark, and I have 7 weeks to train. Or at least I thought I did. Okay, so it's time to secure my spot at the marathon, and the marathon is in 51 days, 11 hours, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, so for the expected results, I put 1 hour 50, I think that will be doable. Okay, so I have only 50 days to get in shape for the marathon, so I better get going. Okay, so I have 7 weeks to prepare for the marathon, and the most I've ever run is 10 kilometers, that was in May. Now it's September, and on the 22nd of October is the marathon, so as you can tell I have quite a work to do. I already did some research on how to train for the marathon. Okay, let's fast forward this. The plan was to run 3 times a week and then rest 3 to 4 days before the marathon so my body can recharge. But let's ignore the plan because my life took quite a turn here. September 4th, 2023 at 13:06. A few seconds of my life that I will remember forever. I was delivering food with my motorbike and all of a sudden car hit me. I flew over a bonnet and in the middle of 2 traffic poles. In the first second I landed, my body was rushed with adrenaline and fear because I couldn't feel both of my legs. I checked the bike and saw that there is nothing left, just a pile of crushed metal and rubber. I tried to move my legs again and I still couldn't feel anything. That's where the fear of being paralyzed and not being able to run again kicked in. But luckily it was just because I broke the handlebar with my right leg and my body was in such a pain that it was unable to move. At the end I wasn't injured too much, just a few stitches on my leg and a few bruises. But in the middle of a crash my right shoe fell off and I hit my heel on the concrete. After that I couldn't walk without support for 2 weeks and then slowly started to walk normally again, but far from running. I wanted to run the marathon so bad, that's why I didn't cancel it. But now, 12 days before the marathon, I saw that I'm not in the physical condition to run 21 kilometers. I quickly composed an email, got a doctor's approval and canceled it. But I got an email which was saying that I cannot get refund, not even with doctor's approval. So, if I paid for the marathon and decided that this year I'm gonna run it, then I'm gonna run the marathon. 12 days till the marathon, let's start training. Okay, so I need a plan that can get me quickly to some kind of reasonable fitness level. Up until now I was bed resting for a whole month and I need quite some training to get back to my prime form and be able to run a sub 2-hour marathon. I already did some research and find out that the number of articles or training plans on how to prepare for a marathon in 12 days are close to none. That's why I came up with a solution and prepared a training plan with the experienced marathon runner myself. So, the training plan goes like this. I'm gonna run for 2 days straight and then I will rest for 1 day. On the first day I'm gonna run longer distances that will increase from 5 kilometers to 16 kilometers. Then on the second day I'm gonna run 2 kilometers. And on the last 3 days I will give myself a little bit of time to recharge for the marathon. This will give me a total of 7 runs and 45 kilometers. I think it is possible, but it's gonna be a tough one. Before we start training, I need to get geared up. First, we need some proper running shoes, which I already bought. I bought this only like half a year ago and did 25 kilometers in them, so I think they will be perfect for the marathon. The next thing I need is some running clothes to be comfortable and stay cool down, which I also already have. The last but not least, I need some kind of tracking device to track my runs. I hope this Apple Watch still works because I didn't charge it in like a few months, so fingers crossed. Yes, it still works. Now we are ready for tomorrow's first 5K. So let's hit my first run, 5K. Let's see how it goes. I have 12 days. I hope I'm gonna be able to complete this challenge.
kilometer. I feel good, I feel motivated. Let's go. Second kilometer. I feel good. We are halfway there. I am a little bit tired, but I think today we'll go okay. Last kilometer, it started to get really tough. Finished. I finished 5 kilometers. Now that I think about it, I need to run 4 times as much as today. I don't know, I think it's going to be quite a challenge to run that distance in 12 days. Second run, sticking to the plan. Today I'm gonna run 2 kilometers for my pace, and that's it. I'm half a kilometer in, and I started to feel some massive cramps in my left foot. Hope I'm gonna complete this run today. 2 kilometers done. Luckily the cramps did go away, so I was able to complete the run with no bigger issues. Here we go, let's go for the second long run. It's day 4 of my training, and today I have a severe muscle soreness in this part of my leg, so I'm gonna warm up as hard as I can, and then I hope I can complete this 8-kilometer run today. Let's go. Kilometers. Let's go. Two kilometers. 6 more to go. Whew. Today's gonna be painful. Halfway there. Let's turn around and go back. Only 2 kilometers left to go. Whew, I'm quite exhausted. So, the second long run is complete. The last kilometer was quite a torture. Whew. Tonight I'm gonna get a good night's sleep to prepare for tomorrow's short run.
Today is day 5 and I'm supposed to go for a 2-kilometer run, but I can barely walk, so I decided that I'm gonna skip the next 2-kilometer runs and do just the long runs so I don't burn out for the marathon.
So, it's 5 days till the marathon. Today I gotta do another long run. I'm not in the mood, but I gotta complete. Let's go. Kilometers in, I already feel tired. I've done 6.6 kilometers. Now it's time to turn back and run again. 6.6 kilometers done, around 4 to go. Let's go. 8 kilometers, 2 more to go. It's getting quite painful.
So, oops.
So, I've done it. Today I did 11.5 kilometer run. I feel actually quite okay, only my calves are burning. Before the marathon, I'm gonna go and buy some energy gel for the marathon, and I have another long run. So there's it. So today I'm gonna do my last run before the marathon. I'm gonna try to run 3/4 of a marathon, so between 15 and 16 kilometers. And yesterday I bought myself some energy gels for the marathon and for today's training. Let's try one. Whoa! You can feel the instant energy from it. Let's go and crush today's run. 16 kilometers. Let's go. Done. 11 more to go. I feel great. Six more to go. I am a little bit tired, but I think I can finish this. I've ran 10.3 kilometers. I started to feel some energy loss, so I'm gonna pop one of those energy gels to see if they actually work, if they give me some energy to finish this run. Whoa. You can instantly feel the energy and the electrolytes going to the body, so I think this run now is gonna be okay. Let's finish this run. 11.6 kilometers. I've entered the unknown territory. Then start to feel pain in the legs. 2 kilometers left. Let's go. Final kilometer. 16K done. 9 hours and 43 minutes till the start of the marathon. I'm gonna get some good night's sleep and see you in the morning. It's 6:31, the start is at 9 AM. Let's get ready and head to the start line. A marathon. 42.2 kilometers of happiness, joy, pain and suffering that goes for hours. But for those who are not ready for the 42.2 kilometer run, there is a half marathon that suits me better. And I hope my 5 days of training will get me to the finish line. So, let's give it a shot.
The energy in the marathon was flying through the roof. There were full orchestra playing music and supporting the runners. I started to run on the autopilot and enjoyed every second of it.
Somebody just spilled everything on my leg.
There it was, the finish line, standing 21.1 kilometers away from the start, and a timer that had a little bit of bitter aftertaste, showing me a time of 2 hours, 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Although I didn't finish my first marathon in time I was aiming for, I am still more than happy that I was even able to cross the finish line. I've actually ran a time of 2 hours, 5 minutes and 50 seconds. See you next year on the real marathon.